Hello, my friends. So today you've drawn the Knight of Pentacles. Well, you're a hard-working, methodical, analytical, productive workhorse. Might even be a workaholic. So committed to making things run, getting things done, putting long-term goals into planning, into action through analysis, into focusing on details, sometimes hypercritically focusing on details in order to really plan it out, understand it in your bones, in your fingers, in your very being, and then making it manifest, working hard, diligently, devotedly, purposefully, pushing slowly, usually slowly getting it done. If you plan something, it might take years, but it's going to get you there. You're going to get yourself there. You're going to get your family there. You're going to get everyone you care about there. You're going to work dutifully to get things done, to be productive for yourself and those you care about. Build your home, build your family, build your finances, work out your plans, give it your all, move through it slowly, but get there and get it done. You're meticulous, you're devoted, you're a devoted partner. If you have a lover, you're dependent, but you're kind and you're courteous. You can be somewhat obstinate and somewhat arrogant and not want to change your ways at times, but you're also very forgiving, very loving, very kind generally, and very devoted. So, you have always some things to work through. The knight, on his steed, on her steed, moving themselves forward, armored, strong in their bodies. They take care of their bodies. You take care of your bodies. You look at your diet, you look at your exercise, you're looking at your fresh air, you're giving yourself rest. Those are the things that make you pentacle, keeping your awareness on your body, make your pentacle, keeping your awareness on your finances, make your pentacle, keeping your awareness on giving and receiving in your relationships and making them steady. Steady is the word. And you really like that ability to get up every morning and say, I did a good job yesterday. I worked hard at what I needed to do, and today I'm going to do the same thing. Therein is your satisfaction, that you like work. You're really devoted to work. And sometimes you get so involved with your work that you do forget other things that might be of importance. So sometimes you're so focused and so utterly fixated on where you want to go that important things in other realms may kind of leave you. So you have to learn how to be more aware, learn how to be more open. The Knight of Pentacles are not generally very talkative. They're doers. They're manifestors. They're workhorses. They have a harder time talking about the emotions and what's underneath them. They will often give their dreams away in order to have the duty that they feel they need to do in order to keep the family and self and themselves and their situations stable and moving progressively forward. So, you got some rock solid earth energies. They're the hardest ones to penetrate. They get sometimes into the deepest physical ruts that are hard to break. But overall, this is a good sign for if you have some kind of business dream. This person will take you there. This essence of yourself will take you there. Devoted, analytical, planning, plodding along, getting it done, and being satisfied with the work, being very happy with the work. Generally, you love to work, you love to apply yourself, you love to be physical. You're usually a physically strong person, you're usually a physically aware person. You're very moving of the energies, the earth energies around you, and can move mountains out of the way if they get in your path and you need to move them. But you move them slowly, and maybe, stone by stone, you're going to move them, God darn it. And so you are a very powerful being in your kind of narrowly focused ways. But sometimes, the knight has given up some of their own dreams to get what feels right, and sometimes that sits underneath them and makes them feel a little less alive, and a little less open, a little less happy in what they are. So it's a good thing for the knights to sometimes be a little risky, to sometimes take a few chances, to sometimes step out of their comfort zones and say something deep that it is they're feeling inside of them, or go after some dream like the page. They take what the page has kind of brought to them in their own essence of their wishes and their dreams, and then they practically apply that page of pentacles energy and move it forward and aggressively keep it going. And but if it shifts, the knight is harder to shift out of that rut, out of that run, out of that push. And so the page, which are the risk takers, they're a little bit easier on it, but the knights, this is one of the most dedicated, hard-working, ambitious signs on a lot of levels in the whole deck. And they're going to really make things physically happen. And they're going to solely pursue it, and they're going to push to have that dream manifest on a physical reality, and they're going to tear it apart and be very analytical about it and purposeful about it and prudent about it. And sometimes that also gets in their way, and they're not fast to take chances. And if something comes up that needs some fast action, they may not take that. They may not get that gift given to them because they're not quite as fully risk-taking as they might need to be in those cases. Sometimes they'll analyze it and nitpick it and be very critical of things to the point where they don't really take up an option that might really be good for them. But, overall, steadfast, honorable, dutiful, trustworthy. They will take care of you. You will take care of whoever you feel you need to take care of. You will get it done. You will work hard. You will overlook yourself in order to get what everybody needs and what everyone is fed by, and what everybody feels is your duty. And you are very dutiful, and that can be a strain, but that is usually also more of a drive for you. It's like that feeds you. That gives you a sense of purpose. That gives you a sense of, what am I here for? Well, I'm here to build my family and make them safe and keep things stable and move them along, and really work hard. And you love working hard. You do love working hard. You're going to get on your steed, and you're going to protect your family at all costs, and you're going to protect yourself, and you're going to protect your domain, and you're going to single-focusedly go toward what you think is the realistic and practical goal of where you want to take this all to. And that is a good thing. It's a powerful thing. It's a plus in many things that come to you. You'll get what you need. It may take you years to build a fortune, quote, a fortune, whatever that means for you. It may take you years to keep weaving and working and making your product some beautiful product that really works well and feeds you and feeds the rest of you. It may take you years to learn the essences of how things fit together. If you start early and you go toward things that bring you in mind of the environment, or in animals, or in the physical nature of yourself and the healing of yourself and those things, you might become a very dynamic healer, because physical healing is really a lot about what you are about. So understanding your physical healing, understanding what keeps you strong, understanding what gives you rest, understanding what nurtures your body, maybe strong foci for you, maybe the thing that really gives you the edge on your spirit. If you're focusing on yourself and others to the betterment of themselves, rather than just making money, but making a sound body, making a healed body, bringing all that drive to working out cures for cancer, working out how to build a better system that allows people to get the work that they need, the health that they need, the love that they need. So it's all about building that structure and taking care of that structure and protecting that structure, whatever that structure is that you focus on. And you're going to be in good, solid, devoted relationships. You're going to be very steadfast and loyal and forgiving. You may not be the most exciting person on the block. You may somewhat be boring. And you kind of have to look at that sometimes to say, well, maybe I should try something with a little more passion to give to my partner in order to liven things up. That will only help you. It may be hard for you to do, but that will only help you break out a little bit from your rut, from your determination, from the very strong thing that drives you in a very powerful and good way, but sometimes can be detrimental, which is locking things in and holding things in, because it's your duty to be the strong one, to be the warrior, to be the protector, to be the knight, to put your own self aside in order to save the fair maiden, in order to honor the kingdom, in order to protect the king and the queen, in order to give of yourself in the most dutiful way that you know that you can. And that is using your physical body, your physical essence, your brilliant mind, your analytical mind, and your strength of perseverance to make it happen, to keep it going, to build the better empire. But give some back to yourself. Take care of yourself a little bit deeper. Look at yourself a little more honestly. Feel into your emotions and don't judge them as wrong or bad. They're necessary things. They're not frivolous things. There are things that will teach you and talk to you about things that are important to you, what you really have as important things underneath you. And if you let yourself feel that vulnerability, you will be respected for it, and you will be honored for it, and it will go a long way toward bridging any pains that might be there, because you are, sometimes obstinate, sometimes arrogant, sometimes so one-sided that you can't see things and you get in your ruts and you can't move. But overall, again, I want to say that this is a powerful, positive card. It's the most hardest working card in the deck. It's not the most enchanting knight in the deck. It's probably the least enchanting one on some levels, because it's a workhorse. You're a workhorse. You're just going to get it done. You're going to go to work, get it done, come home, work some more on something else that's important to you. Make sure that something else is a well-rounded sense of your body, your relationships, and your spirituality. Those are things that sometimes can be left behind by you, because work is just so darn important that it just can suck you into it. And you love it, but just be more aware. Just step out of the narrow focus and look around a little bit more and feel around a little bit more and honor that there's magic in the everyday things. And sometimes the knights forget about the magic and forget about the creativity and forget about the inspirations and the joys, and they're just gonna plod on ahead. Don't forget yourself, but congratulations, strong warrior. Congratulations, strong provider. Congratulations, strong mover of energies toward the benefit of self and others. And as you broaden that, as you come into a more world view, as you come into a more open view, you can help the whole world. Building the structures, getting the work done that really completes those structures and that plan and moves everybody into a positive framework. But no buts. Jai Bhagwan. Blessed be.